It's so good to see you again. Spare a coin, Talos. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. The divines smile on a charitable soul.
Best offense is a good defense, am I right?
Dalius has camps in the Pale, entertaining thoughts of battle. The Empire still underestimates the force of our cause. It will be their undoing. Damn him. That old bear was right. Did you run into any trouble? Damn it. What were they doing there? Imperial spies are everywhere, never forget that. I trust you gave them a thrashing. Now then, I'm glad you're here. I have a message I need delivered to the Jarl of Whiterun. Deliver this axe to Balgruuf the Greater. Men who understand each other often have no need for words. There are but a few simple truths behind one warrior giving another his axe. Balgruuf will know my meaning. Keep your wits about you. The Jarl of Whiterun is known for his temper. I thought I gave you something to do. It means you have the dragon blood. You have an inborn ability to use your voice the way dragons do. The old tales tell of dragon-born heroes who slew dragons and took their power. It seems those tales are true, with the dragons returning, and now dragonborn appearing. Maybe the Greybeards know what it all means. I know more than most. I trained with the Greybeards at High Hrothgar when I was a boy. The Way of the Voice is an ancient, spiritual form of magic in which you project your vital essence into a thume, or shout. Most people would need to train for years before they could even attempt a single shout. The Dragonborn is different. You have an inborn ability to shout, the same way dragons are said to. Not entirely true, though not entirely false either. Any Nord can learn the Way of the Voice by studying with the Greybeards, given enough ambition and dedication. My shouting Torg to the ground proved he had neither. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him. My father, the Great Bear of Eastmarch, died during my imprisonment after the Markarth incident. I, his only son, forced to deliver his eulogy via letter I had smuggled out of prison. Such is the love of Titus Mead for his subjects. When finally set free, I returned to Windhelm and was greeted by a city in mourning, at one with my own grief and anger, clamoring in angry voices. calling out for justice, for war. They sat me on the throne. The throne of Isgomor. The throne of my father. I only hope I can prove worthy of that honor. I killed Torek to prove our wretched condition. How is the High King supposed to be the defender of Skyrim if he can't even defend himself? I challenged him in the traditional way, and he accepted. There were many witnesses. No murder was committed. True, he didn't stand a chance against me, but that was precisely the point. He was a puppet king of the Empire, not a High King of Skyrim. His father before him, perhaps, but not Torek. He was too privileged and too foolish, more interested in entertaining his queen than ruling his country. There hasn't been a true High King in Skyrim for generations. For too long, he's been hand-picked by the Emperor and given emphatic nods by milk-drinking Jarls addicted to Imperial coin. It's time we had a real High King, one of our own making. We're fighting because we're done bleeding for an empire that won't bleed for us. Untold numbers of Nords died defending the Empire against the Dominion. And for what? Skyrim being sold to the Thalmor so the Emperor could keep his throne. We're fighting because our own Jarls, once strong, wise men, have become fearful and blind to the people's suffering. We're fighting because Skyrim needs heroes, and there's no one else but us. They live in seclusion near the top of the throat of the world, the great mountain of Skyrim. They're masters of the way of the voice, of shouting. It's a great honor for them to summon you. They speak to very few. In fact, they hardly speak at all. I studied with them when I was young. They taught me how to shout. Yes, they chose me when I was just a lad. It was a great honor, of course. I was to become a greybeard myself. I spent almost 10 years at High Hrothgar, learning the way of the voice. Then the Great War came. I couldn't stand missing it. I often think about High Hrothgar. It's very disconnected from the troubles down here. But that's why I couldn't stay. And why I couldn't go back. I suppose the Greybeards care about Skyrim's troubles, in their way. But I needed to do something about it. I'm sure Arngir would call it one of my failings. Yes, the oldest and most powerful, although he may not seem so. I doubt he's forgiven me for leaving. And for what he'd consider blasphemy, using shouts for anything but worship of Kinnereth. You're Dragonborn. The rules don't apply to you. You can shout the way dragons do, without training, through inborn instinct. They always hope to teach the Dragonborn to respect the way of the voice as they do. They never fully succeed. You'll have to make your own decision. It's a beautiful philosophy, but outside the seclusion of High Hrothgar, I was never able to hold to it. The Empire's ravenous hunger for Skyrim's silver makes them fierce, but rest assured, we'll win the Reach and wrest it from their greedy paws. To Whiterun with you.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
You see the...
What business do college mages have in a place like Sarthal anyway? It's a place for not dead, not your real experience.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman. Spare a coin. Talos rewards the generous.
Time to die, hero.
Warning, back off. I'm warning, back off. I'm warning, back off. Never should have come here.
Oh well. Must have run off. You speak to a vigilant of Stendar. Cavort with any Daedra, and we will hunt you down. Yes, our order was founded after the Oblivion Crisis. We dedicate our lives to facing the threat of Daedra wherever they appear. We're quartered in the Hall of the Vigilant. Keeper Karset heads Skyrim's branch of our order there, providing healing and justice as needed. And any other abominations that prey on mortals. Vampires, werewolves, witches. But the Daedra are the worst. Their callous disregard for our lives is abhorrent in the eyes of the God of Mercy. He is the God of Mercy, the patron of order and justice for all of Tamriel. We bring his compassion where none can be found, by cleansing all those who would offend his children. The Vigil will be watching you.
Need something?
I worry about the other settlements in the hold. Unwalled, lightly manned. What do you need, Bard?
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Did he now?
The man is persistent, I'll give him that. I suppose it's time I give him an answer. Proventus, what do you make of all this? If Ulfric were to attack Whiterun?
As in all things, Lord, caution. I urge us to wait and see.
Pray wait.
I'm of a mind with Irileth. It's time to act.
You plan to march on Windhelm?
I'm not a fool, Proventus. I mean it's time to challenge Ulfric to face me as a man. Or march his stormcloaks up to the gates.
He'll do no such thing. A dagger in the back is all you could expect.
He was rather straightforward with Torrig.
Torrig? He simply walked up to the boy and murdered him.
That boy was High King of Skyrim.
I'm not the High King. But neither am I a boy. If Ulfric wants to challenge my rule in the old way, let him. Though I suspect he'll prefer to send his stormcloaks to do it for him.
True. He's already proven his personal strength. Now he seeks to prove his armies.
Then might I urge you to consider General Tullius's request? I mean, if you are bent on offending Jarl Ulfric.
Ulfric is the one who has offended. But Proventus has a point. Ulfric has made it clear. In his mind, to refuse his claim is to side with the Empire.
And what harm is there in letting a few legionnaires die in place of your own men?
It seems cowardly.
Was it cowardly, then, to accept the white gold concordat?
This again. That was different. Was I given a chance to object to the terms of the treaty? No. The Jarls weren't asked. We were told. And we had to like it.
The chests of gold didn't hurt.
Damn it! This isn't about gold!
It's time to decide.
Lord, wait. Let us see if Ulfric is serious.
Oh, he's serious. But so am I.
Finally.
So about this axe. You can return this axe to our friend. The esteemed Jarl of Windhelm has my answer. Make sure he gets it. Proventus, bring me my pen. And the good parchment.
Are we writing a letter, Lord?
Yes, to General Tullius. I need to make a few things clear before I accept these legionnaires of his.
Hey, watch it.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
Calm yourself, Galmar. Save it for the battlefield.
Our men are getting massacred out there. Damn Imperials!
We can't march on Solitude, not yet. One thing at a time.
We need to move faster. Keep them off balance.
It's working, Galmar. Our patience has won us friends and allies, and our armies are systematically taking care of the rest. Soon enough, we will march on Solitude. And on that day, the heroes of Sovngarde will march with us. And the Empire. Tullius has camps in the Pale, entertaining thoughts of battle. The Empire still underestimates the force of our cause. It will be their undoing. Then I was wrong about him. You're right, Galmar.
Again.
I'm in no mood to joke.
Give the word, my lord, and Whiterun is yours.
Whiterun is only a means to an end.
I've toured our camps. We're ready, Ulfric. Whenever you are.
Is any man ever ready to give the order that will mean the deaths of many?
No, but neither is every man able to give that order when he must. But you are that man, Ulfric. You've been that man before, and you'll be him again. And these men and women, they call themselves Stormcloaks because they believe in you. They are the meanest, toughest sons of bitches Skyrim has to offer. And they want this. They want this as much as you do. Perhaps they want it more.
You're certain we're ready? Whiterun's army will no doubt be bolstered with legionnaires. And those walls around Whiterun are old, but they still stand.
We are ready. And I might be old myself, but I'll kick those damn walls down with my bare feet, if you would only ask me to do it.
Ha! And I'm sure you could do it too. All right. This is it.
Yes!
Send the word. A new day is dawning, and the sun rises over Whiterun.
Aye, and the sons of Skyrim will greet that dawn, teeth and swords flashing.
So it begins. Make haste to our camp in Whiterun. I want you on the front lines. I have a feeling about you. Your place is on that battlefield. I need you there. Fight well or die well. Talos be with you.
We're taking the city. Meet the brothers gathering for the attack. Fight well or die well. Talos be with you.
The Imperials have already dug into Whiterun. We'll wrest it from them soon enough. We must. Its central position is key.
We'll show those next Imperial I see is dead.
Galmar thinks we should double our men in the Reach.
A reasonable strategy.
And you, Yorleaf?
Well, sir, the hold at Falkreath is fairly vulnerable and blocks the only road from Cyrodiil.
A good point, old friend.
To be sure, my lord, I am not skilled in the arts of war or military tactics.
But you're able to see the hold in the parts, and for that I'm grateful.
As you wish, sir.
The Imperials have already dug into Whiterun. We'll wrest it from them soon enough. We must. Its central position is key. Talos watch over you.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
Sigrid, love of my life.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you.